Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to Order of Otakus. I'm your host, Gruffian. I'm joined by my other two hosts, MajinPing or Brandon, and
Yo, what up?
and Vibraharp or Dante.
What's good?
Today we got a little special guest. This is his second time on the podcast. His name's Bailey. I don't know. I still don't know what we should call you for like Twitch or whatever.
My name is Love to Splooge.
Love to
I would
splooge.
love to be on this podcast.
Alright, so this week's anime we watched was Erased. We'll be doing a review very shortly and very soon. But we gotta do something first. We gotta do the wheel. We gotta do the wheel.
Wheel.
Trademark.
Anime.
Anime, just
Yeah, we trademarked that.
We'll
We'll do that. Don't look at any of this. Alright. Wheel anime. What's it gonna be?
ooh.
Next week anime is Steins Gate!
shit.
Let's go.
Steins
What can I
Gate.
say?
Wait.
What
There's
can you
two
say?
seasons.
Yeah,
So,
so
like are we doing it like the same way we did it with Psycho Pass?
yeah, so
Okay, so
We'll
we're
go to
watching the original
Steins-
Steins Gate.
what's
I
the
changed it to
Steins Gate?
Steins-
What is
it's
it?
called Steins Gate 0.
Alright, we'll just 0, I guess. There we go.
Yeah.
Cool.
That'll be it.
Ooh, Steins Gate. Oh,
Steins
that's
Gate.
gonna be high.
I'm looking
hyped
forward
for
to
next
that.
week.
There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. If you haven't watched Erased, you know what the next week's anime, and you're gonna have a head start because we gotta finish this stupid podcast. All right. So if you're gonna finish Erased, watch Steins Gate and beat
The
us.
first season.
Beat us to the first season. Beat us to next week's review.
And so that you could also join us on our spoiler part too, if you're unable to join the spoilers.
Yeah, so you can join the spoiler. So you can be one of the cool kids in the spoiler section.
To be honest, I feel like the spoiler section is where it's
Where
all the
that's
hype
where
is.
all the cool stuff happens, basically.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm pretty sure like 99% of the people in spoiler section that watch they're just the coolest people you've ever met.
Exactly.
But this week we gotta sadly finish this stupid Erased podcast.
What do
We'll
you
start it
mean?
off.
What the? Wait, what the?
Okay, I'm
Get
kidding.
it.
I'm kidding.
This was good.
Let's start it off with Brandon. Hit us with the synopsis.
All right. So today we're doing Erased. In other words, Boku Dake ga Inai Machi. Struggling manga artist Satoru Fujinuma or Fujinuma. Okay, Fujinuma is beset by his fear to express himself. However, he has a supernatural ability of being forced to prevent death and I can't talk today. Hold on.
No.
And catastrophe. Okay, I can't speak English. Hold on. And catastrophes by being sent back in time before the incident occurred, repeating time until the accident is prevented. One day, he gets involved in an accident that has him framed as a murderer. This desperate to save the victim, he sends himself back in time only to find himself as his grade schooler 1 month before one of his fellow classmate, Kyle Hinazuki, went missing. Satoru now embarks on a new quest to save Kyle and solve the mystery behind her disappearance.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Wonderfully said.
Yeah, one of the viewers said fruit, like we know the viewer, it's Rusty. His girlfriend told him that the anime has an awful ending. We'll talk about
you
we'll
on that.
definitely talk about we're gonna definitely talk about that. I have like a whole thing I want to talk about the ending.
Me too.
Okay.
We'll talk about that in spoiler section. We'll get to it. Do not worry. But right now we're gonna do ratings. Who's gonna go first? Do you want to go, or do you want to see what our ratings are?
I'll take the hit. You know, I'll go for it. It might adjust based off what you guys say, not because I'm being a big simp, but because I care. So for me personally, this is one of my
that's
favorite
true, Rusty.
animes of all time. Like,
Yeah.
honestly,
The reason why he's here,
everything.
this is basically his favorite anime. That's why
Not only
Bailey's here right
that,
now.
not only that, this is one of the enemies he's actually finished.
How dare you? But all right, I have to say, I would give this a 9.9. The only reason I give it a 9.9 is I would address it in the spoiler area. That one point where it's just like, I wish they didn't do that because it led me astray. But it's gonna be a 9.9 for the moment. Maybe
9.9.
All right. Do you know? Do you want to give us like further reasoning besides spoiling it?
So all right, I really like this kind of genre where it's like, you know, mystery followed with like some
You'll
kind
talk
of
about
like,
it, Rusty.
Like you mean like suspense and whatnot?
Spoilers.
yeah, suspense, and like, you know, like he's trying to figure it out. He's gotta list things from the past. I'm not gonna spoil, like trying not to. And it's just like the way it just flows together and the animation, just beautiful. The music
You mean,
also perfect.
yeah. You mean sort of like the mystery genre of it, like solving a mystery, sort of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's some good stuff right there. Like, personally, I just really like that stuff. I don't think I can get into much unless it's spoiler territory,
Without
because
throwing
that
in.
is where it gets into it, and it's like, you know,
It's hot.
Yeah.
big stuff. All right, who's
Who,
next?
you choose, man. Who you going?
Me.
Yeah, you get to choose, man.
Let's go with
Popcorn.
the main man, Vibra, otherwise known as Delta.
Dalton's
Dalton.
old. Dalton is old.
Old school.
That was
Very
way
old
before.
school.
That was way before Vibra Harp.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Hit us with it. Dante.
Dante.
All
Dante.
right, new person.
All right, who we gonna be?
Ruffian.
Wow, what's up?
Wait.
What?
What happened to
I don't know. Dante probably died. Why does this always? Okay, I've been editing the last few videos, and someone dies around ratings. Every single time, someone just leaves with it around ratings. But yeah, let me get into my ratings. I'm gonna rate this 9.24.
9.24.
I'm giving that
9.24.
9.24. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm giving it a 9.24. It's really good. I really liked it. Art, music, story, was really solid. That's it. Like that's why it gets the 9.24. Could have been higher with some story things, because it wasn't perfect, obviously.
No.
But there are some things that I didn't really like in the story, just personal things. There's a big thing where with rewatch value for me. If it's rewatchable with me, I'll even boost the score up. This one, it's not something I would want to rewatch, but I'm all right with rewatching. So it just, there's no boost. It doesn't like give it a negative score. So it's a neutral stance with the rewatch value. But I'll explain more of the reasons. There's Dante there. He's finally gone. Rest in peace.
Oh.
But yeah, I'll go more into it in spoilers and why. Should you watch it, or should you be spoiled?
I would recommend that you watch it before.
We'll post it on YouTube. We will post it on YouTube, Rusty. So, but
Yeah, so
our posts are a little behind. We're on episode 7. I'll be posting episode 8 sometime this week, probably tomorrow.
9, right?
Right now we're
no,
on 10.
Oh.
We've reached double digits.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me at 10.
Hey,
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's a
Yeah,
special
Rusty,
moment.
if I recommend you watch it because if we
Oh, Dante's just going out.
oh shoot,
He's just gone.
okay. Yeah, I recommend you watch it before we get into, or leave when we get into spoils, because
Yeah.
it is a mystery genre, and that's like one of the biggest things is like being spoiled of it, and that ruins the entire
Yeah.
thing.
If
So
it's if you know the spoils, you're not gonna experience.
Enjoy it as much.
Yeah. There's an experience with figuring out the ending. You know. We don't want to ruin that for you. So I'll go next. I'll choose who goes next. Dante. Wait, fuck. Brandon.
Wait, what about Dante? I thought Dante was gonna be part of.
He said he didn't want to.
died.
Yeah.
He died, yeah.
I take the role as Dante. We can just don't tell him.
Bailey takes Dante's
Dante,
role.
what do you rate it then?
Hey, what's up, guys? I think, dude, I think this is like a really solid anime. Give it 10 out of 10.
Oh,
I-
that's.
I gotta run. Guys.
Oh, okay. See you, Dante.
Bye,
Dante,
bye,
that was-
Dante.
Bye. All right. Wait, no, Dante. Who do you choose next?
Oh, I choose girlfriend. I mean, MajinPing.
Oh, okay. What's your
Okay.
rating, Majin?
All right.
MajinPing.
Did you just call me MajinPing?
Majin. I said MajinPing. Go to the fucking
No,
ratings.
Bales.
Oh.
I said Majin.
Yeah, he said
Oh,
Majin.
did you say Majin? I heard
Yeah.
Majin. I was
Oh
like,
my goodness.
That would have been funny.
I'll
That would have been good.
I'll go with 9.8.
9.8. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's that's
9.8.
middle score. Middle score compared to both of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, I
And
do agree
Dante.
with you guys that like certain parts aren't as great. Certain parts aren't perfect. Again, it's not like a perfect anime, but I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I agree with you on like I'm down to rewatch it, Griffin, but like because once again how we talked about it before, it is a mystery anime, so like you already know what happens, so you're watching already
Mhm.
knowing, and it's like it feels different.
Yeah.
It feels really, really different.
Bailey, I'll hand you, says Viper. That's what you were gonna rate it, right? Though you're gonna rate it 10 out of 10. So it's no
Or
big
Dante,
deal.
if you want, you could rate it in chat.
Yeah, rate it in chat. What do you rate it?
But like one of my biggest point was the characters. I really love the characters in this
Mhm.
anime. It was so great. Yeah, I think I enjoyed, like, the story was good itself, but I enjoyed it for more of my biggest enjoyment in this was the characters, especially the main character's development, like, and his friends' developments and whatnot. The every single character wasn't just like some like mellow, like, one-dimensional character. They all had like their own little thing.
Yeah, okay. I
Mhm.
like that.
Totally agree.
Non-spoilers, some non-spoiler review. Anything we gotta say before we get to spoiler section?
Yeah, I
Watch
do.
it.
Watch. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Exact
Well.
Recommendation.
Okay. So. Oh wait. Was I interrupting or?
No, go.
Okay. So one thing I noticed was the Japanese name for this isn't erased. It's Boku Dake ga Inai Machi, which translates to the town without me.
Oh, what the
That's
heck?
good.
So yeah. The title Erase is good in itself, but the fact that like it mentions Boku Dake ga Inai Machi, it pretty much it shows like the title being the town without me makes such a bigger impact. If you watch the anime, it's a bigger impact.
There's so much little subtle things in this anime. If you are gonna watch this anime and you haven't, make sure to watch every single opening. There's details. There's things that I didn't understand until I finished the anime. And it's just like it's actually one of the best openings, not only because the song is really fucking good, but like the art and like the whole little hints and like story it tells just inside that opening is super
Might be
good.
some spoilers in it though.
Some spoilers, but like
I mean, what anime opening doesn't have spoilers? The opening does do certain scenes a little bit differently. That's all I'm gonna say. depending on the state of the story, which is
Mhm.
such a cool thing to watch. So, for an example, from a different anime, for anyone that's seen this, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, when oh yeah, so during the opening, when a certain like character's power is revealed or something, they show it in the opening, and it goes well with the song and whatnot, and it's just stuff like that they do. That
Mhm.
makes JoJo openings like really amazing. And not only that, like the Erase does something similar. I think it's only on one episode though, but again,
Yeah.
it's still a great.
I mean, there's still like there's actually a lot of things that I noticed, but
The main one.
yeah,
The
Yeah.
big one.
there's
yeah.
there
I
is
really
a big
liked-
one.
Yeah. I also liked the scenes in the opening as well. Like the
Mhm.
little details that they added, that was so good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got 3 things I want to say right now. Dante gives it a 10 out of 10. There's
I
the
knew it.
beautiful music.
mhm.
But it could have been better if the chat wasn't delayed so much.
Mhm.
I don't know how that really has anything to do with
Yeah.
the anime, but whatever. Second thing.
Oh, hold on, Griffin. I'm sorry. One thing I wanted to mention again on the title is that it says Boku, not Watashi, which already tells us that it's a male saying the title. Because in Japanese, when a male refers to himself, they either say Boku, Watashi, or Ore. And however, females only refer to themselves as Watashi.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And females, unless they're like tomboyish, they don't say Boku.
Okay,
And
so like
yeah.
that's that. Okay, so that's like in My Hero
Yeah.
Academia. That's why the guy's saying the guy's saying My Hero. In Boku no Pico, that's the guy saying that too.
Yeah. So Boku is when a guy is referring to himself. So it's a male character stating the title. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to point that out too. Okay, go ahead and go with your second point.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
second point. What was my first point? I said, oh
Something
yeah,
about
Dante. Second point, I knew. Oh shit, he's
wait,
back.
Wait, he's back!
Oh my god, he's alive.
Welcome back.
He's alive!
Yes. All
I
right.
miss you.
Second point, real quick. Oh,
Nice.
he's just gone. Okay. Second point, before I get interrupted for the 4th time, I knew you were gonna put in the JoJo thing, and this was like probably one of the earliest ones. Third point,
Mhm.
the opening isn't it like what Bailey said earlier, how it sort of spoils. It sort of does, but it also sort of doesn't. We'll go more into that in spoilers. Like I just want to make sure like you watch it, because it's not that much of a spoiler and it doesn't ruin anything. If you haven't watched it, just make sure to watch it. It's not spoiler. That's
Also the ending intro.
ending intro, yeah. Watch everything. And
And,
or are you talking about ending
he's
the
back.
outro?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to outro. Outro is amazing also.
No spoilers.
I'm gonna say a 4th thing now. This is like probably the longest non-spoiler review section we've had ever. Great job, guys. Great job.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
there we go.
I feel like one of the biggest things is Dante. I don't know if you were watching to listen, but like when I figured out what that meant, the title, I feel like the title is such a great title.
Yeah, I heard
especially
everything you're saying.
especially the Japanese one, Boku Dake ga
Yeah.
Inai Machi, which
So many little
Oh.
Easter eggs in this anime.
yeah, it gives me like shivers on my spine.
Mhm.
They knew what was gonna happen at the end.
Yeah.
They
So-
read the manga.
So
Just like that
recommendation?
manga. Recommendations. Watch it.
Hella watch it.
No matter who you are, you
Mhm,
should watch it.
mhm. Watch
You'll
it,
either
it's
like
so good.
part of it or all of it. That's all I'll say.
Also, it won't take a lot of your time because it is short. It's only 12 episodes.
12 episodes.
On my day off of work, I did finish it in one day, so that is me saying it. So yeah, you guys can do that too. So I do recommend watching it.
Especially if you like mysteries and like
Mhm.
that sort of shows.
Just don't be spoiled by it. That's the only
Yeah.
thing. Because then it would almost a little ruin it.
Try
Yeah.
not to get, dude. Like literally, try not to get
Like
spoiled
Rusty,
for this.
get the fuck out. Because right now, we're starting spoiler section.
Spoilers.
Come back and rewatch this.
Sorry, Rusty.
No.
Thanks for staying this long, Milk Kid. It's
There'll
just
be a
how
timestamp
it's just
in
how
the comments.
it's just how the podcasts work. All right, spoiler.
Spoilers.
So,
that change of attitude.
yeah.
It's
Someone
like,
please
yeah,
say
I'm
something.
So sorry, Rusty. Okay, spoilers.
Spoil? You want to go spoil? All right, I'm gonna say this right off the bat. Mom is best girl.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming.
Alright. This man, he
We're,
knows what's
we're
up.
getting off to a good start. Mom,
Dude,
okay. This might be a spoiler for what I said in last stream, but I sort of like mentioned how moms are OP and that's why they had to kill them off so much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This one
Was OP.
was
Way
OP,
too
way too OP.
Figured it out
They
already.
killed it, but they figured out a way to let her live, and that's why this anime is boosted up so much more even.
dude, I feel like everyone in this freaking podcast is a MILF lover, and I
Hell
love
yeah.
that. I love that.
Yeah.
Because I'm a MILF man.
I mean, especially in anime, like
That's a
they're
spoiler.
building up so much, and they're just all
And,
amazing.
that and someone whose name starts with a T, and whose last name starts with a G.
What?
What?
I'm so confused.
Are you talking about an anime character or someone we know?
It's someone we know, and his mom's in the pot. No, it's about someone's
Mom's-
mom. It's about someone's mom,
Mm-hmm.
and
there's nothing-
that.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's too personal. That's gonna get that. Okay. Anyone want to say something before?
Yeah.
I don't want to just go straight into the ending, by the way. We'll just
Yeah.
keep that to the ending. You know, I kind of want to, some stuff in the beginning, middle, and then we get to the ending, all right?
Can I talk about the power real quick?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's actually
I really
interesting.
like how they made it work, because it kind of reminded me of, like, if anyone played it, Life is Strange, how it has the butterfly effect, and then
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
yeah,
she can
yeah.
control it just with
Mhm.
her mind and shit. But with this, she's in like an omniscient god, but she doesn't really use it. With him, he's kind of like a servant, and he has to kind of like move with this power. He fails a bunch, and it's just like, I find that probably the best part of the anime. Like, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Also, another thing that I like, that about the power, since you're going into it, is the fact that it's stuff that happens around the main character, not just everything that happens in the world in general. Because for example, there could be a kidnapping near the main character, and the main character doesn't know it, but he's repeating the time so that he can fix that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's
Mhm.
it's something that has to do that revolves around the main character, which is a great thing, and it allows him to develop as a character.
I also like how in the beginning he kind of knows about it. He's like, oh, it's happened like here and there before. Saved a couple lives, but it was nothing too big.
Yeah,
But
he's
then,
like,
you know-
"I'm off here," and
And then
he
it goes-
about it.
He goes back like
He's just, like-
15 years or some shit, 18.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel
Big
like
stuff.
Mhm.
I really loved the intro to his power, because you're just seeing him as like a delivery pizza man. He's just driving in his like little scooter motorcycle thing, and then they're showing like all these different scenes, and then also then you're back to the same scene, and they're showing you all these different
Yeah.
scenes. You're like, wait, what?
What's
And then
different?
he's like, oh, it's what did he call it?
Revival.
Oh, revival.
At least in
yeah.
English
Yeah.
dubbed, he does. I watched it dubbed, by the way.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
watched
the dub
it. I
is
watched
really
it.
good.
Really good
I watched.
dubbed.
Well, I only watched sub.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
this point, people that watch know I only watch sub. So, Yeah, I think he called it revival too in sub. Hmm.
Okay.
So-
I have a little something about that though. Like, if he has this revival thing and it happens whenever, like something bad happens and he has to save it, wouldn't there be some sort of suspicion or like he's like known for this because like he's done it so much times, he's saved lives, he's done this? Wouldn't you be
No,
like,
because-
why is he in the
No.
news so much?
No,
Because I don't think there's the
small
time changes, so like anybody that's in that time like won't remember anything
Well, no,
that happened. In
no,
there.
no, it's not the time. No, like he's still no. What happens is he goes back in time to figure out what happens. Yes.
Yeah,
So he figures that out and he saves the guy, right?
yeah.
He saves so many people now, you
No,
know.
but
I think-
that time
No.
changes though.
No, it doesn't.
No,
It's he keeps
No.
saving people.
I think because
'cause-
that part was so big, the other parts were probably just like, oh,
Something
I saw
minor?
this guy kidnap that person,
Well,
so you know,
I
I'm
mean,
just gonna
like-
make it so that doesn't happen.
See, like the ending, like the
so-
very ending of the anime explained that like part like kind of a little bit better.
No, it's
so another thing.
well, I mean,
that-
like
that-
if you're talking about how in the end it all just resets.
Because like yeah,
but like
when he
no,
went
but like
back
at the
far
time
enough-
of the beginning when he saves that guy, at that timeline, let's say there's that timeline, when
Yeah.
shouldn't he have been known for saving a bunch of people
Well,
No,
he said he never
because-
got really too extreme before that.
yeah, because
before that?
remember,
I mean,
it's
like
just
he's
small
still like
little things.
every now and then he's gonna have to be like going to the police like, yeah, that person's gonna be arrested or that person's gonna kidnap or like kill this motherfucker. So
He might have just like
then
stopped it.
like, okay, this guy's in the news now. Oh, how'd you know that? Like, I just saw it and I needed help. He keeps getting these interviews. People are gonna notice, oh, this guy's saving a lot of people. How's he doing this? Government's on his ass. Fucking
No,
in it-
no, it's
in his
because
business.
It's because it's once again. I think it's because it's small little things that happen around him.
I mean, like if
And-
I know it's him saving stuff, if he's ever like noticed, someone could catch on to this. I mean, even the main bad guy caught on to it, sort of.
the
Yeah,
main
but-
guy was
In a
like-
way,
it's
it's
like
not
you can
like
see
the same
future or
thing.
some shit. And it's
Yeah.
like, wait, what?
Like soon people should have figured out like, oh, how does he keep like realizing these people are gonna get kidnapped or something, you know, or this kid's gonna hurt his knee or some shit like that if it's really minor.
Do we know when he got the power? Did he
No.
have it back when he was
No.
11?
No,
When didn't they? No, they
Because
didn't talk
he
about.
remembers some things. He's like, oh yeah, I lost this as well. Maybe like I don't know.
No.
Like
no. I feel like the power happened to him recently. I don't think it's something that he had for a long time, or else he would have known.
They didn't specify something. I think there was like some hints that the mom was like always like the mom heard some like was always like, why, how does this boy know this or something?
Yeah, I mean, the mom is like literally like
A witch.
she's a. Wait, is that what they call it in dub?
Yeah, they
When-
call
when
they
the
call
guys-
her a witch. Like whenever she
Oh.
reads his mind, he's like bitch,
with
No,
which is awesome.
So,
by the way.
so in the in sub they call her yokai.
What does that mean?
Pretty much it's pretty much similar. It means like a beast or a monster.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah. So he's like yokai man.
That's awesome. I like that also. But
Yeah.
there was something that like she said was kind of odd about when he like what he does, which didn't include like stuff that he like said when he came from the future.
I feel like
It's
like
weird.
his mom already had a feeling because do you remember when they were at the supermarket? This was like in the very beginning.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
The little
That's it.
supermarket, and then he's like, "Oh, mom, something's about to happen," and she's like, "What?"
This
like-
happened
Yeah,
like
yeah,
back in the
I feel
day.
like I've-
So
yeah, it's
so
like-
yeah, that's
yeah.
how you know the power was when he was a little, at least younger,
Mhm,
at least a kid. We don't know exactly when it came up though.
Because at that time, I think he's like 29.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. going back to the character of the mom, that's
Oh yeah.
oh dude, I just love that whenever that happens. It's like she just like it's
Good
not
back.
it's not something so out of the world, out of like not so impossible that she knows, but like since she was like a reporter, she can catch up on subtle hints and like put clues together that like she's like, oh, here's lunch, a set, or like here's another breakfast like for you, just in case you want to eat more. And like he's just like, oh my god, she fucking knows that I in quotation kidnapped the girl. Actually, hold up, let me pull up the characters real quick because
I think
was
her name
freaking-
was Kaio. Kaio
Kaio.
Hinozuki.
okay, yeah,
Call
but
it either or.
it's actually just really cool how in depth that is. How because she was a reporter back in the day, she can basically, it seems like she can read this guy, the kid's mind. Satoru or we'll call him Fuji, I guess. Fujinuma. And I really like that. That's Satoru. Okay.
No, his name. Yeah, his name is Satoru.
Okay, Satoru. So like that's like a really, how Brandon was saying characters are cool. That's like something that the first thing that I think of.
Yeah, it's not just the mom, and that's a great character. I feel like that that intelligent friend, you know who I'm talking about?
Kenya.
Kenya. Yeah, him, like I feel like he was such an interesting character because like they give you like little shots of him like kind of like when Satoru goes back to being a grade schooler, this grade schooler guy, by the way, just goes, something's off about Satoru.
Yeah, just straight right off the bat.
Whoa, this
smart
man.
boy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes, Tyler, I'll do a water shot. I look at characters for 1 second and then come back to chat and it's just shot. Sorry about that. Stay on chat more.
What's another thing? Friggin'
Talk about
yeah.
the dislikes.
Well, hold on. The whole thing of like, hey, just like everyone trying to find a place to fit in, that really resonated with me.
I
Like,
really,
like, the
yeah, I
whole
really
theme,
like that.
yeah, with the whole theme of like everyone trying to like resonate with each other or like try to fit into a group, because you saw how like on each friend, some of them were like, hey, I want to play Dragon Quest, and the other guy's like, oh, I want to play Final Fantasy, and this other guy's like, oh, I want to play something else, and then they're just like, wait, why are we friends? And then like we don't even play the same exact thing, and then Kenya's just like, well, that's what I like. We're all different.
That kid's
Yeah.
the smartest
Relatable.
kid ever. He's like,
Yeah,
he
like,
knew how
doesn't wanna
to
beat him up.
knew how to talk and calm them down before something
Yeah.
happened where like the group broke down.
Yeah, and then at the end, you know, the girl that was like a bully turned out that like she had no place as well.
Yeah.
And so she ended up joining with the group and whatnot. So I really liked how like they show like fitting in isn't a really easy thing to do, but then at the same
It's
time
just
you always have a
children.
little you always have a little group that you can go to, you know?
For
That
sure.
really resonated with me. All right, whoever wants to talk next, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I've been gone for like most of the time, so fuck.
Do you have
okay.
anything you want to? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
you like?
well,
You didn't like?
All right, so for likes, the soundtrack. As soon as I heard it, I was like, "Holy shit, this
Oh,
is fucking bomb!"
So good.
dude.
Oh,
When
yeah.
something serious was going down, I felt it. I was just like with the soundtrack that went on, it was just like fucking like,
Dude, the
oh
soundtrack-
fuck,
Ooh, I remember
something's
another character that was so bomb.
going down.
Ooh, which other character?
Rebels, I'm not a weeb.
Oh, the okay, remember
Otaku.
the coworker, the coworker, the pizza
Yeah.
coworker. Oh, she was
Mhm.
such an awesome character.
Good
If
character,
the
yeah.
mom, if the mom wasn't there, I'd probably make her number one in my
True.
She was
yeah.
so
She was really
Um,
cool.
like her little backstory too, kind of like fit in with like how the main
With
character
him.
was feeling at
Yeah.
the moment. Yeah, and it felt
That's
like
cool.
Yeah, I felt like it was awesome.
It's kind of weird. We're having a bunch of because like I know there's like the trope or the like everyone thinks that the main like the main girl basically is just like always like so like boring and stuff, and you don't really like her. For the past couple Sakura, like Sakura, if you've never seen Naruto, or if you have seen Naruto's Sakura, but for the past couple animes, like including this one, the main girls, it's like been really like a good run we're having here.
I forgot how much she was involved.
Interesting.
When we
because they're not a character that just simply just chases after the main character. That's another thing I really hate. And that's why I don't like that that girl from freaking what's her, I forgot her name because she's so irrelevant to me. The gravity girl in My Hero.
Uraraka.
Yeah, Uraraka. Oh, I hate her so much. She's so annoying.
I'm tolerating
for
her.
the main character.
Yeah.
Like,
which I'm like I'm all right. I'll be like I'm not mad at it, but I mean like obviously.
Oh, I'm mad.
I mean, at the
fucking
so
pissed.
talking about a completely different anime, but at the school festival arc where they give her a little story, that was good. But then they never went on from there, and I was just like, okay, fine.
But yeah, let's.
Okay, go back to your race.
All right, so hold on.
Let's see.
What about you said dislikes too. You said you had some things that you dislike. Should we talk about that a little bit?
Oh yeah,
I gotta dislike that.
Most of it's the ending.
Oh
Just
really?
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the ending.
Or towards the ending, basically.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I liked the. I don't know, the way that it ended. Like I tolerated it. Like I was like, all right.
It wasn't good. It wasn't the best. I'd say it's like it was all right. It's an all right.
Yeah, it was all right, which is like why I was all right with that. It was the only issue that I had was when he gets the memories back. I don't know if because I was watching it, but like I had ads on there, so I don't know if I accidentally skipped something. But just like all of a sudden, like as like they're going up the elevator, and like he like gets back and like he like looks over, and the main character just looks at the evil guy, just like I got my memories back, and he's just
like you fucking bitch.
Like, wait, at what point do you have these back?
Well, okay,
like,
no, after that they went back. They went back and like they went. It sort of went back in time.
And I was like, all right.
They did that. They did that for shock value.
Yeah.
Also,
which is kind of lazy writing, to be honest, but I still liked it. It's lazy, but it's good. Like you can't give it.
Okay, what part of the ending did you not like? Because I'm confused at what part you guys didn't like. Because like, for example,
it was just that
I didn't dislike it. If anything, it was just like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, for me, the only problem I had was the coma.
The coma.
I like that.
I think it was interesting, like, but like, obviously, like, fuck, dude, he's missing out on what's her name?
He had that in a previous life, though. I mean, like
he's missing out on KO. Well, yeah, he had his life, yeah, but that's not this life.
No, true.
Get like that's why I'm like I get why he had the coma, but like goddamn, did he miss out on KO or Hinazuka? Kaio? He missed on Kaio, hanging out with friends.
Yeah, you could just call her Hinazuki too.
Oh, actually,
I kind
of like that part, like when he's in the wheelchair and Kaio comes in with her child, and she like talks to him, and she's like, yeah, he wanted to tell you, but like we just didn't feel right.
Yeah,
like, we felt I was like leaving you behind. He's just like, no.
I was like, I get it.
I know I did it right. Oh shit, bro, that's what's up.
Like I was just like, I had to feel bad. Like, god damn it, that's what he missed out on. Like. With like a childhood crush or something.
Story, man, in 1 year.
Which was, but like it's also weird that it would have been like. But I also get it because that guy was 30. Technically 29 in a child's body, and if he fell in love, that would be just weird to us.
Yeah, so I like how you just something to stop. He was like, "What are you doing?"
He's like, "God damn it, I'm 29. Don't do this."
I got something to say real quick.
What?
I thought it was weird how I thought it would have been the blonde guy that got with her for some reason, but turned out to be the guy that looked like a girl, which is, you know.
I thought he was a girl up until that very point. When
Yeah.
saw him in the suit. I was like, wait, hang on.
I was like, they talked about it they talked about it a little bit, and they're like, and when they're in a secret hideout, and they're just like, oh, now you actually look like a real girl, and I'm just like, at that point, I'm just like, okay, what the fuck?
Wait, no, you guys didn't know? Okay, so pretty much, the main character talks about how this, so you know how there was 3 targets, right? They had Kaio.
Mm-hmm.
They had Kaio. They
I get what. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, they got that, and then they got the guy that looks like a girl, the trap.
Mm-hmm.
And but like
he said the guy went after him to throw off. The trail.
Throw him off. Yeah. So like you already know from there that it's a dude.
Yeah, I kind of didn't really like process that, I guess.
Yeah,
you know.
It never processed.
But like obviously, but watching it a second time or a third time or whatever, for another time, you realize like, oh shit, they said it right there, and I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't.
It sort of went under.
I thought he would have been more affected by it. Like, you know, that's his close friend. You would think like, oh, okay, Kaio, she's just some random girl that he saw once.
But then again,
I never would have thought that those two would have got close together. I would not have thought that.
But then again, Bailey, here's also another thing is that the main character wasn't really in the group until he had the revival, which got him more into the group.
Mm-hmm.
So Kenya mentioned this when they were talking in private. So Kenya's like, there's something a little bit odd about you or different about you. You seemed fake before, but now you're a lot more like real.
Serious,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're a lot more real, and you're part of us now. It felt like
that's awesome.
Yeah. It felt like when before he had the revival, according to Kenya, it felt like he was forcing himself to be a part of the group rather than him wanting to be a part of the group, and him trying to put himself as the center of attention so like people can recognize him. Mm-hmm. Which is something that I felt like was a great thing, and which also makes Kenya one of the best characters ever, dude.
Yeah, Kenya was a great character in this one.
Dude, he's so dope. I love him so
much.
I
like how when that other girl what's that? The girl, she was like reading Shakespeare or whatever. I think her name was Aya. There we go. I see it now. So Aya, yeah, and then he gets jealous, like, I've only read Romeo and Juliet, and like she's reading some other one, and he just got jealous. I thought they were gonna get together.
No,
like the first time I watched that, I was like, right then and there, I was like, oh, they gotta be a couple. And then this other the other dude has that big guy has to come in. I was like, all right, whatever. I don't really see it, but sure. I'm not disappointed.
Think about it. Like the big guy kind of got a score because Aya was one of those smart chicks, and you know, once you get with a smart chick, you're set for life.
Yeah.
True.
My goals. My goals. My goals is to get with a wealthy chick.
Oh my god! I got the brains, bro.
Dude, I'm so down for it to be an in-home dad. I don't care. Don't make me. The only work I could do is just cook, and I'll take care of the kids. Go ahead and make some money.
Yeah,
I feel like an ad everywhere.
That guy knows. That guy knows what's up. But so he was, or I don't know, the ending. It was. I want to get in the ending. Let's get in the ending. All right,
let's do it.
Okay.
It was. There, like, as we said before, like how he went back in time and like, or no, when he got in the coma, it's just like, I don't know. It's just so weird. You get why they made him go in the coma.
Yeah.
But you still feel sort of like bad, like he's missing all that. And like, I think that's the biggest problem with the ending for a lot of people. But it makes sense, and it should have been like that.
to
Yeah,
sacrifice.
it was strange because I felt a disconnect there, but like at the same time, like I was kind of okay with that for some reason.
Yeah, there's like
I don't know why.
There's like so many things like, oh man, he missed out on this, but he kind of already did that, but it could have been better. But you know, like there's a bunch of like buts, you know,
I got a thing with it.
sort of make it equal out.
Well, like luckily he keeps his memories from literally every timeline that he goes through, I guess. So
yeah, he
like,
kept the
not missing out
memories.
too much.
Yeah. And I liked it, as I said before, it was lazy writing that they did like, I remember who you are at that moment to give you like a shock value, and then they do a little flashback from before that when Kenya and Hiromi was like, they're like, oh, you remember everything, don't you? You remember about the like who the murderer is or whatever. And like, okay, and it was like, I don't know, I think it was good. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
it's a good ending.
Really
it's just the way they got there is what people probably are bothered by the ending.
Wait, what do you mean by the way they got there?
Was
like,
with the coma, him forgetting or him not experiencing all of that. And that's like what people are like, God, he had to go through a fucking coma just to get to the ending.
Dude, but the way that he's got like the evil guy wrapped around his fucking thumb at the end, like I was like, holy shit.
It was so.
It was so
you can't live without me, bruh.
So badass. I was like, literally, I was watching and I'm like, oh man, my man just wrapped him around his finger like Kenya would.
I mean, didn't Kenya help?
Dude, that was actually really sick. How he's like. How the villain's like, oh, you're recording. I know what you're doing, and he's like, no, you don't. But like, he makes the face of like, oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, you do know what I'm doing. And then in the end, oh dude, that troll face at the end was just so funny.
Wink.
But I love the villain because of the fact that I actually loved every single character on here, including the villain, because of like. The complexity goes into it, like
with like the scene with like the mice of like
and like why they gave a good explanation of why he waited and why he sort of saved him, and like I feel like if they're just like they did a stupid like, oh, I couldn't do it because the cops showed up or something, like that would have been just stupid. But this one, it went into the killer's brain, and he's just like I needed to know, like the psychological part.
Factor. It's okay. I'm gonna bring up another anime, but like it's like how they did Kage. Only Griffin would understand that.
Wait, what is there an English name?
Kage. Queen.
Is that what Golden Wind is?
No, not Golden Wind, bro. Part 4.
Or Part 4, I mean. Sorry. Diamond is Unbreakable. Sorry.
yes.
Oh, okay. Jojo.
But yeah, no.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. All right.
But like not just that, but like I like how it's like how the villain is like, I have like this empty hole in my heart that I'm trying to fill up. And it turns out that it was filled both for the main character and him through each other.
Yeah.
Which was such a cool thing. Oh, dude, it was so cool. I was just like, oh, dude, that's so sick.
I like how like even like as like the like evil character like figures it out, he's like, holy shit, you're right. And then he's just like, you know what? Then I guess this is it. And he drops him and he's ready to jump himself. And then
and then he's like, I need to know.
And then he's like,
a gripe.
Huh?
What?
Like a gripe I have with the anime, like something upsetting.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What's up?
So, this kind of brings back to the end. I think they explain it at the end, at least. You know when in the beginning they show that the villain had like red or pink eyes, and then when I was watching it for the first time when I was younger,
pink eye.
I was like, oh, I'm looking for someone with pink or red eyes, and then you find out later on that no, it's just because I think it's the intention to kill or something. It's something like that.
I think it's I don't this is something I'm thinking about right now. it's from the main character's perspective of what he, or like of who is like the narrative of the story, who that person thinks is the villain. So once, like,
no, I feel like it's not just who the villain is. Sorry
it's
for
a
interrupting.
bad side.
Yeah, it's like when they have like I don't know, like they're about to do like an evil deed.
Yes,
because
that's what. Yeah,
because for example, the main character also had those red eyes when he was about to kill Hinazuki's mom.
Yeah, and then from Kenya's point of view, Kenya was like, "Don't do that. You could kill her. You would be in the wrong here. You're bad." Yeah. So from Kenya's point of view, he was going to do something evil. And that's probably like when the red eyes showed up. That's like why it came at first.
Yeah, Bailey, for you to like easily understand that, I feel like it's sort of like the yellow Sith eyes in Star Wars.
I get it now. It's just back then when I first saw it, I was kind of confused until at the end I was like, oh, okay. But I think it's kind of like a red herring when you first watch it. You're like, oh, I guess not. Okay.
Yeah, but I also liked that aspect of it. It's kind of like how you see, like, for certain points, like going into Star Wars, like you see certain points where, like, in episode 3, Anakin has his blue eyes, and sometimes he has his yellow dark Sith eyes to show that he has really fallen, kind of like thing. And it also shows like in the anime too, how in the anime, like, the main character was about to fall real low and kill Hinazuki's mom and try and end it that way, but through the help of others, he regains his himself, and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of anime does a lot of animes do this, but like the whole friendship aspect of it was so good, because how the main character first tries to do it by himself, and like he can't, or not, he really didn't. He can't. He at first didn't want to involve people. But like the moment he started to involve more people into it, the more successful he got.
And Kenya coming in clutch again, saying like, "Don't worry, man. We believe you that there's something up. We'll help you. We're here. We're your friends."
Because his first go through was literally by himself. Him trying to figure out everything and trying to fix everything by himself. But in the end, he fails.
It doesn't work.
And then in the second retry, he finds he enlists the help of Kenya, and then Kenya then decides to enlist the help of others.
And
so they started helping each other when things started getting better, and they got the results that they needed.
Yeah, it shows that like it's like as you said, the anime like thing is friendship and stuff. This is done right, where it's like it even shows him failing as alone, and then friends come and it just works, and I really like that, because like some of them like fairy tale are just like friendship, just for just to say friendship, but this gives you a reason why friendship is good. It shows you a good reason for that, and I like that.
Because what else? But like another thing I really like is dude, this was so awesome. The imagery, just the visual of the anime. Like, for example, like during his first failure, Hinazuki's mom throws out the trash, and what you see inside, like the bag, like the clear bag, is just mittens. Oh, dude, that just got chills.
Broke down. I was like, oh shit.
I was like, oh, so good. It's just, that's another thing that I like about like visual aspects. Rather, like, I'm sorry, but like, I like books too. But like, when you're reading versus and getting the descriptions while reading versus you looking at your eyes and the imagery just doing the work for you.
Also,
that's really huge too.
Also, the music that came in at that point.
Oh yeah.
Ain't no book gonna give you that, okay?
Yeah. Hey, don't get me wrong. I love books. I love books too. But dude, just the things that images can do.
Yeah. Without
words, just boom. It's a real powerful thing. Images. Yeah. Anyways. Anyone else want to say some more stuff? Bailey, Dante, Griffin?
Let me look
If you guys don't have anything, I got something that it's not something that's bad. It's not something that like I just want to point it out, basically. You know.
Ooh. Go ahead. Fire away.
It's all the subtle hints that they give that the teacher is the murderer.
Oh, he just dropped it.
Yeah, he
just dropped it.
I really liked all that shit. Like when when one of the main characters saves the girl and the teacher's like, you did it, you saved her. Said it's pretty much a statement where like, oh yes, you saved her, good. Like, oh, he doesn't say good job, man, thank God you saved her. He went, you saved her. Like, he just points out, you saved her.
Yeah,
and like,
in a weird way.
Like you from that point on, like you didn't notice, but like it's like, oh, he's not saying thank God you saved her. He's saying, oh my fucking God, you saved her, you sick bastard, and like or something.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Oh, really?
He was like, he was mad at her.
It could be.
He was without coming out as like oh fuck you.
But then again, it could be because I watched it subbed. I heard it differently. So the way the sub voice actor played it was a little bit differently than how the dub played it.
Okay. Well, he said it. All he said it was just like, you saved her. Yeah.
The sub said it. Oh, you saved her, and he kind of sounded more proud rather than.
Well, like yeah. Well, no, he wasn't really disappointed. He was.
Like,
it was like it was sort of like a shocked, like surprised.
It wasn't as shocked.
Surprised.
It was more.
Acting good.
The way the sub actor did it was how he said it as if he was proud of the main character.
But he was just acting, which like once you figure it out.
Something I just thought up on the spot was the relationship between the main character and the villain. It kind of reminds me of Joker and Batman. How none of them could exist without each other.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually really good. Yeah.
Good connection.
Good connection. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I just felt like, oh shoot, that's right, because they explained that at the ending. Is like, oh yeah, the villain or the teacher's like, yeah, while you were in a coma, I couldn't let go of you. You were always on my mind, and I just couldn't, like, you without you, I would be nothing.
Like he didn't have the urge to kill anymore. So
no, it's not. No, he didn't. He didn't lose the urge.
No,
he didn't lose the urge.
Well, he didn't. He lost the urge to kill others. He only wanted to figure this out and then I guess kill him. Or something.
Not really.
Well, he said that though.
He said he did lose the urge to kill others, but what it was he wanted to kill the main character, but he couldn't because of the fact that the main character is the only one that actually knows.
Yeah, that's okay. That's what I was saying. Like he couldn't kill him, and like, but he was the only one that he was the only one that he could kill. But yeah, basically.
Because it's sort of, because it's sort of like the same thing as how Batman Batman doesn't see Joker as this like crazy maniac. Because only Batman sees Joker differently, and that's why Joker only chases after Batman.
And that's why Batman can't kill Joker.
Well, no, Batman also doesn't kill too.
Well, yeah,
that's like
that
his little agenda. And Joker,
I'm not saying
Batman because of the fact that Batman is the only one that can view him the way he's viewed. You know.
Yeah.
The way he wants to
erase the Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, pretty much. Another thing is that like I also like how the teacher is like the father figure to the main character.
Oh yeah, and that's why he sort of pushed him away when he was looking through the suspects.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, my mom and my father, in quotation, like the person I see as a father is on this list, so it can't be any of these people.
Yeah. And another thing is like how the villain also kind of like when you see him or the way he treated the main character during the coma, it was as if like a dad was treating his son. So like he was looking after him, and then at one point, you know how he had the knife to his neck, and he was like, "Should I kill him? Should I not?" But instead, he uses the knife to shave hair that he was growing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, I just saw it as like a beautiful little like picture of like a dad and his son, but like at the same time, like I don't know, I liked that touch.
Yeah. I bet my dad would contemplate cutting my neck also if he was shaving my coma body.
He's like, why do I have to do this every fucking week?
God fucking okay, nah, dude, I'll shave it.
Today's the last time.
Better wake up next week.
Yeah, better see those eyes open, motherfucker.
I also liked when going back to when I was like saying the little clues was when the candy came out.
Oh,
like I mean, it should have just straight up been like, oh, he's the killer, he's the guy. But no, he had such a good he's like, oh, smoking. It's like he trained for this moment. He's like, oh, it might be seen.
Yeah, and not only that, he also got the mom into it too.
Yeah, even the mom.
The mom
That's
smokes. Yeah.
There's that little hint of like, oh, it's probably him, and then the mom, who's noticed literally everything up until that point, was like, yo, can I bum one of those off of you?
This is good.
Yeah, this shit is good. And then you're like, oh, the mom doesn't seem suspicious, so I'm all right. Like that's the way I thought about it, basically.
Another thing I loved was the tapping.
The tapping, and how he used it in the ending.
Yeah,
the elevator.
Yeah, that's not the only thing, but like I feel like the tapping kind of puts like a nervous like feeling.
Yeah, he says it's about smoking, sort of like it makes you think it's smoking at first, but then you realize it's like, oh no, he wants to fucking go. He wants to go fucking crazy right now.
Yeah,
and he's irritated basically.
Yeah.
Oh, and then remember how the teacher was like, hey, no, the main character was like, hey teacher, we gotta quickly catch up to that truck, and then he's like, okay, and he drives, and the main character is like, wait, this belt doesn't work, and then
dude.
It's like, I gotta get that fixed.
Oh, dude.
Boom. And then it's like, checkmate.
His own death, bro.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that was so sick.
That was so good.
Scary.
Going back to the candy though, is the face that he made, the face that the villain made, the close up of the face.
Yeah.
When he finds out the candy drop, oh dude, that made me cream. I was like, oh, dude, that's awesome.
Like they hit you with, oh shit's about to go down when the kid finds the candy, but then he's like, oh, it's for my urges because I quit smoking, and then you're like, okay, they already did like a second like a thing like where they like, what is it?
I don't know if the dub did this. I don't know if the dub did this, but when I was watching sub, the lines were like, when the main character opened and he's just a whole bunch of candy, the villain goes, oh, so you saw that.
Yeah. He's like,
you saw that, and then it's just
you know my secret.
That little thriller aspect that they give you with suspense, and then they just go, and he just grabs a whole bunch and shoves it in his mouth. It's like, now that you know this,
hide the evidence.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was so done. That was done so well. Like, it was so good.
And I like how the teacher, once he was suspicious after the second time, how he confirmed it by inviting the girl to the ice hockey match. That's how he confirmed it, and he's like, oh, if he shows up, something's up. I don't know how he knows I'm murdering people, but like I know now, and now I can do something before the kid even had a chance. He was pretty much dead. He didn't get the chance to catch him.
Dude, the teacher was just like, huh, stupid, I won't let you get the treat.
Yeah.
So you've thwarted me for the last time.
It was so good with all the subtle hints and clues that just like led up to that point, especially.
Yeah.
Like that could have been the ending. And they could have done it some other way. I don't know how. But like that was the ending fight. That right there after the ice hockey, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they did like the official ending basically where he doesn't have to die, you know? And they went in more philosophical and like I couldn't kill you because all that, you know. We already went over that shit. It was dope. I mean, hell, I think now that we're talking about it even more, and I'm thinking about the ending even more, I'm actually thinking it's a good ending, you know? And I might boost up my score right now if we're done talking and no one's got anything like to shit on the ending anymore. I think I might, I might boost up my score.
Yeah. Before you do that though, Griffin, does anyone else want to talk?
Yeah. Anything else to try to ruin my score? You know, ruin my feelings.
I think we got everything.
Oh, actually, one more thing. I was also thinking.
I have another thing too. For me, it's a question. But go ahead, Griffin.
Oh, okay. So what I kind of didn't like, which is why my score was 9.24, was that there wasn't many options for the killer to be, which was like was the guy that obviously like who already went to jail, who was like it's obviously not him. So so it leaves like the teacher, maybe even the what's her name, fucking Kaio's mom's mom or the boyfriend. There's not very much options for who the murderer can be unless it's some like random person, which I hate when it's just some random killer. That's just when it's like not good. So it was either the teacher or like some other few options, and I wish there was a little bit more options for who the killer can be, so it wasn't so obvious that like at the end you're just like, oh fuck, it is the teacher.
Yeah.
And it'd be kind of
although there was like the first time that I watched it, right, like they covered up the teachers so well, they're like
that you're just like, it couldn't be the teacher, which does kind of save that, but like still a little more options of like cute, like, oh, could it be this guy, instead of just going in the like, I have no fucking clue who this is, you know?
Like when I rewatched, not when I rewatched it, the first time I watched it, when we saw like the manager, the guy that was like obsessed with like the 17-year-old, I was like, this guy might be up. And then the other one was the guy who almost kidnapped the little girl, but the main character like felt something was off, and then the mom like looks at him, and then he puts the girl like away, and then he just drives off.
That was him.
Yeah,
that was the teacher.
That was the teacher?
Yeah, that was the teacher.
I thought that was somebody else.
That's that's why the mom got killed, was because the mom saw and like started putting things together, and then that's when he killed her.
That's what I was thinking too, but like just like the way that his face looked, or his getup, I didn't recognize him. So it was that's he's trying to hide, and he actually did a really good job of that. Yeah. Me, bro.
It did.
Also, Griffin, to defend the anime though, I feel like they were going at it with the main character's point of view of how he was eliminating the victims. Because for him, he had no idea who it was.
Well, like he didn't know.
Yeah, all he knows was that it wasn't that guy, that the criminal that was falsified. It was someone else and whatnot.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that he also
wasn't
had his, older friend.
Jun Shiratori. We'll say Shiratori.
I mean, people. June? I mean, but he calls him Yuki. He calls him Yuki, though. Yeah.
Okay.
Which kind of which means courage in Japanese. So.
Even though he doesn't seem like he has too much. Well,
no.
But you know what would have been crazy if it was him.
Yeah.
I don't know how it would have been him, but it would have been so fucking crazy.
But going back to that, he names the main character calls him Yuki because one of his favorite phrases is to be courageous. So that's why he named him Yuki. Anyways,
okay,
Going into my question, did anyone understand the whole spider web thing that he was talking about?
Kinda.
The villain. Did anyone understand what that actually like meant?
What
like,
I
knew the backstory. No, I knew the little like folklore tale that he was telling in the beginning. That kind of ties in with the spider web, but I never understood what
I was
that
thinking
spider
because
web actually meant.
I was thinking because like in their like idea of like time and stuff, like the timelines kind of like looped together for like the main character, and like just like the spider web was kind of like a symbolism for that.
Because it wouldn't be that, because of the fact that the villain chose the people that he wants to kidnap
Based off of that, thing, but he doesn't know what that thing is. Though.
Maybe the web, like what I obviously thought was like how in his web.
Yeah.
If that person goes into the web, which is like his reason for killing them, if they get caught in that sort of reason, that's his prey, and like he's the spider and he goes after. That's all I thought, but like I don't know. I don't really know. Like I don't know, because that would be a little simple to.
Because the folklore was about how this guy who was like really selfish and whatnot, he had one friend that went up to heaven, and he was like, "Hey, hook me up, bro. Take me back to heaven." And the guys and his friend goes, "All right, here's a little spider web that you could cling onto."
Oh yeah.
And you could climb up, and he was using that spider web to climb up, and then because of the fact that he got greedy and whatnot, then the web got cut off, and then he fell. But like, I wanted to know because obviously the whole reason for that folklore was so that he could tie it in with that whole spider web.
Oh, maybe
it's like this. I don't
because I think it's because you know how he cuts off and then that guy is pretty much like left alone because he got cut off. Like maybe it's symbolism for that character because like he feels like
maybe their relationship
to that thing are like innocent, like they're like good people, and he just wants them
like
dead because he can't go up there.
Yeah, I didn't know like.
I don't know
what to think. Like that's why I was like maybe that's why it's a spider web, is he's catching them or something. I don't know.
Kind of mystery, but I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, I don't know because I kind of wanted to figure what that meant because I feel like that'll boost up the villain more as a character. It's just I didn't understand that whole thing. I was like, what do you mean by the spider web and whatnot? Like
maybe it's his relationship with the main character.
No. Because you know what I think it is? I think it has to do with something that has to do with like life and wanting to cling on to life. I think I don't know. Because remember how I had that little like hamster?
Yeah, you're right.
And how he found out, or he got like the whole bunch of baby mouses and he drowned them in water, and only one of them survived, and he saw that mouse with like a little spider web on it, clinging onto it. The and then and then he sees Kyle, Aya, and then whatnot, and then he sees the little string on them, and then now he sees the main character with the string on it. That's
I was a little fuzzy on.
But I wasn't sure exactly what that meant. But
all I know is that like he did it.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like maybe that has to do something with like wanting to live or something that has to do with life. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because the villain wanted to go and not really. I guess he wanted to cut the line for these people, and I don't know. It could be suffering too. Because remember how in the folklore the guy was in hell, so obviously that results to suffering, and the guy was climbing up so that he could do that. But I don't know. It gets too complex.
It's crazy.
I think the mouse and the mouse and the children definitely were like basically the same thing, except like so in the mouse thing, right? All the other ones died, but only one survived. And for the kids, the main character survived, but all the other kids died. So, but like this is like him changing it.
No, because I don't think it has to do with that. Because, like I said, the villain targeted people based on whether he would, in his own eyes, see the web on them or not.
Yeah, but like now he sees it on those.
And the reason why he didn't go for the main character was because he didn't see the web. But when he figured when he was driving the main character in his car, he saw a web attached to him. So he's like, "All right, gotta kill this guy."
Interesting.
So I wanted to know what his targeting method was, or why he targeted those people. And I don't think it's just because of the fact that they're like easy targets. Because remember, I'm trying to understand the psyche of the villain, so that like
so like there's a reason for him to be a character.
Explains it, but I watched it in sub at the time, so I read it.
Well, yeah, so same thing. Like, I watched it sub too, but like, and I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't like. I wanted to understand what the spider web meant.
I think
That's
episode.
I don't.
Well, it is
too complex for me.
Episode 11. I would say just rewatch it. We could rewatch it later or something.
I mean, yeah, I guess I could just rewatch it and then try and like figure it out. But
I'll rewatch it in sub and I'll rewatch it in dub, just that explanation section, and just try and figure that out.
Yeah, it really matters.
Yeah, I don't know. No,
it doesn't really matter. It's just
It's not understand how the evil character.
It's just why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah. For me, I just want to understand the psyche behind the villain, because that spider web involves on how he picks his target, what that actually means for him, and it brings out more of this of the villain's character, and I want to experience that more, like know about it better. Yeah. But anyways, since we're getting way too complex, let's go to something else.
You want to do character rating?
Best characters?
Yeah, best characters.
All right.
Does anyone else have anything else to say? Ask, or...
Oh yeah, let me get my last rating in. If anyone wants to change the rating, you can also do it. But I'm gonna change mine to a 9.48.
Oh.
Yeah.
9.9.
You going up 1.1? Exactly. Let's go.
Exactly.
Dude, 9.91.
Yeah, I'm changing. I'm changing. Yeah, I'm changing mine. I'm going up because at first I was
talk about it. Yeah.
Like at first I was just like I had to be content with the ending, and I didn't really look into it too much. But now that I know like why they did the ending that way, and I'm like I like it a little bit more, I think I'm boosting it up for good.
Tis a 10 for me.
Me is 9.9.
Okay.
9.9 indeed.
All right. Character ranking tier list.
All right.
Suck. There we go.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, dude.
Kenya, S tier.
S.
All right.
She was like an A tier.
And like, this one isn't this the girl that everyone hated? Yeah, the bully. But then at the end,
at the end, she was the one that.
I would say medical bills. I'd say B. It goes neutral. Right, she neutralized her negativity.
At the beginning, she was a D. Then she turned into an A for me at the end.
Yeah.
Not only that, she looked hot at the end.
I'm going with B.
I'm gonna go B. Yeah.
B? Okay, we got 2 B. Oh, her? S tier.
S, dude, straight up S. D.
D. Don't even try me.
I would say B.
B.
I'll give it A.
I'll go B.
Alright, B.
Got 2 B's. Alright, B.
Alright.
S.
No, man.
A. S. Alright, I'm good with S.
We'll go with A. We'll go with A.
Dude, villain.
Actually, I'll go S. I'm going S.
S.
Okay, yeah, we could go with S.
Alright, A.
B or A? B or A?
A. Okay.
A. I could really. I'd say.
Actually, I'm gonna go.
B or C.
It's in between A or B because I liked his character. It's just they kind of just left him in jail, basically. Once they said he was in jail, that's all. That's all his character is for.
I'd say B or C.
B. We'll go B.
Feels bad, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my man right here.
A.
Alright, this guy's an A tier.
B. She's alright. It's just B.
Give her like
she's a B.
Okay, I would give it a C.
S tier.
The baby? Is just the baby? S tier for baby.
Dude.
Actually, no.
The baby's what got Satoru's memory back, dude.
Oh, okay. This guy was honestly a B.
Hey, put
Wait,
that
they're
in
two
the
different.
bowl.
What?
Oh, him
Both of
and
them
the
in
youngest
bro.
ass. Yeah, dude. Badass.
S.
Um,
I'm going S with this
okay.
guy.
S,
S. All right, S.
2 S's. We're going up.
a B. This guy's a B.
D.
I think he
I'll put him at
redeemed
D.
himself. I'm gonna.
Oh, this
He
guy was
redeemed
kinda-
himself.
He tried to
He
do
said he was
good.
gonna take the
Like him.
credit.
He.
bro. I give him a
I
C.
liked
I
his
give him a
his
C.
as for as much screen time he had. His character is good. Like his character development.
Dude, he was creepy,
Yeah.
and then he went.
He's
to,
like creepy.
like-
He's still creepy at the
Took a
end.
hit.
I'll take C.
I give
I'll
it
go
C.
C.
I'll give it C.
We'll go C.
Alright.
We'll go
S
C.
tier.
S
tier,
tier,
bro.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I'm
Oh,
kidding.
yeah.
I'm kidding. Let's go S.
Yeah.
All right, now.
Hey, yo, can
When
we
you
get a
put
fat
her-
F in chat, bro?
Dude, if you put her at D, I would have ranked you. I would have put you in the same rank as Shinozuki's
Oh
mom, dude.
He
shit.
said ranked, bro.
Ranked.
Oh,
Ranked.
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay. All right. Now in the S tier, best girl and best boy.
Okay,
Best girl? I'm saying
Yeah.
best girl.
Yeah, mom. Yeah, mom. And then best boy, Kenya, dude.
Kenya,
is
really?
best boy.
I'm gonna have to go with the
man.
main guy. I'm gonna have to go with the main guy. We'll go kid. Go
True,
kid, main
true,
guy.
true. No. Yeah,
Kenya?
I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest. Kenya could even be an A for me, because
Really?
I just feel like there should have been like a reason for him being smart, not just being like he reads
Oh, yeah.
books and that's all the reason like he's got. Like
True.
Like
True.
Dr. Stone.
maybe
All right.
just kick this.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think,
number two
yeah.
though, for best girl, I would have to go with the coworker.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
me.
coworker,
For me, yeah.
coworker, and then Kenya for
Kenya,
for
yeah.
two runner ups.
Yeah,
But yeah, to say off of what you said, Bailey, with Dr. Stone, they give a reason, and you just don't even know it, and you're just stupid. But yeah, they give a reason
You
for
haven't
why.
even watched Dr. Stone, have
They,
you?
dude, him
I
and
watched,
Nico
like,
always
3
trash talk Dr. Stone, and they don't know nothing, man.
I just saw trailers. For
I'm not
this,
saying it's the best anime. I'm just saying it's not fucking completely trash like what they're saying. But
It looks
this is
funny.
a race. This is a race podcast. Whatever. This is boom. This is the characters S tier.
Yep, that's
You got-
good. That's
yeah,
good.
there
That's
you go.
good.
Very nice.
Closing
Very nice.
Closing-
Chan.
closing remarks. I like the
Uh,
show.
This shit was good.
Really good. I'm glad. This also has a very, very, very deep thing. What the fuck was that? This has got like some deep, like sort of. It's close. I feel close to this anime because Bailey.
Mhm.
This sort of got Bailey into it, into
Yeah.
anime.
Not only
and
that,
this was
is
his
the
favorite.
anime that Bailey actually finished.
This is
so,
his
like,
favorite.
Yeah.
I was always so happy to know that like this anime sort of got Bailey more into anime, and I
Yeah.
I just it's it's
yeah.
got a close thing with me,
Yeah. Not only that, I really liked it because of the fact that like the stuff that they went over is really, really good. Just like the themes, for example, like how I mentioned in the beginning, the whole thing about like fitting into a group.
Mhm.
And like relying on friends and not just yourself, that kind of stuff is like also really, really huge too. And it resonated with me very well. Also just the characters and their development and whatnot.
Mhm.
Dude, the characters were so good. Yeah, I honestly love this anime.
It's really good.
Solid.
If I could just understand what that freaking spider web is,
Would that boost it up to a 10?
What that spider thing would have been, I would have given a 10.
Oh,
I still don't understand it, so it's. Still
I'm gonna do
9.9.
some intense research to make you have that. Make this anime a 10 for you.
Alright,
But yeah.
alright.
That's
I'm
the end
gonna
of the
give him
show.
a chance to explain it to me.
Thank you. Next week is Steins Gate. Be ready. Peace out, guys.
It is.
There it is.